Hello, everybody. This is Moltrap, and I'm coming at you here with actually just a single game from the Winners League, doing epic seven game sets of Winners League games that come down to an ace match tied at 3-3. Are a lot of fun to do, but they take up a lot of time. Um, so, man. Anyway, so I'm just going to do a single game here. I just happened to notice this was a really good game while I was watching it, and decided to go ahead and do it. This is Luxury versus Leta, and you may recognize that matchup. Here they are right there, typing to each other. Um, Luxury versus Leta, they just played in the quarterfinals of the MSL. Yes, indeed. And so, yeah, so this is a really big matchup. And if you don't know what happened with that yet, you're gonna have to turn this off because I'm gonna talk about it. Um, but yeah, Luxury versus Leta came down to game 5. There was a lot of good play back and forth. There was some cheese. There was happiness. There was sadness. There was crying. There was death, love, betrayal. And at the end, it just came down to one simple deception. And Luxury put down a den within sight for Leta to see. Leta saw it and thought there were lurkers. And he went 2-hatch, mute it instead. And Leta was completely unprepared for it. It's a little bit unfortunate, too, because I think that, if it had been just a longer test of skill and not of random deception, that Leta might have taken it. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. That's what StarCraft is all about. So basically, this is kind of like a proving ground. This is the time for Leta to show that he could have won that game. He could have won that game. He could have beaten Luxury. He could have been the semifinalist instead of Luxury. And at the same time, Luxury he's here to show that it wasn't just a fluke. A lot of people are criticizing him because he used a 5 pool, and he used a little bit of a tricksy trick to beat Leta in the last game, and didn't actually show superior skill in general. And so this is Luxury's opportunity to show, hey, I'm sure I 5 pooled him, but I'm capable of beating him in a heads-up match also. So both players kind of have a lot on the line here in this match, just as far as proving themselves and proving what they're worth. Obviously, the MSL is already over with. I mean, not the whole MSL, but their MSL match is over with and done with. Nothing can change that, but people's perceptions are on the line here, and Luxury is going to scout Leta first with his Overlord there. And it looks like we're not going to see a 5 pool in this game. By the way, you guys need to chill the heck out. Seriously. Okay, so I one time I was just messing around, and I decided to say some stupid stuff at the beginning of my commentary, and I was like, oh, greetings, mortals, this is Thorax. And everyone loved it, and everyone was like, oh, haha, that was funny, we need more Thorax. And so I was like, oh, well, that's funny. People actually liked it. I'll go ahead and do a whole commentary like that, just for kicks. And I waited for a crappy game, By Hero versus Kanata. Kanata's not that spectacular player. By Hero is proving himself to be a pretty spectacular player, actually, but I didn't think so at the time. So I'm like, oh, I'll just do this game, and it'll be funny. It's not that long. And Jesus Christ, you guys had a problem with it. Like, oh God, everyone was flipping out over this, like, funny little thing I did once. Oh man. So chill out, guys. Come on. It's only a game. If you don't like it, you can always close the window. You don't have to get so freaked out about it. I don't mind. I am honestly not going to be offended if you don't like a commentary and you turn it off. That's fine. There's no reason to do something that, to watch something that doesn't entertain you. Anyway, I'm not complaining. I'm just surprised that there was so much like outrage and like hate going on over that whole thing. Anyway, so we got a second hatchery down and then gas immediately afterwards. Luxury just beat another prominent Terran player on this map recently. Wait, was that Leta? It might have been against Leta on this map, actually. I was like, Luxury just played on this map against a Terran. Who was that? And I was trying to figure out who it was, and I'm like, wait, maybe it was Leta. It doesn't seem like it was Leta, though. Maybe it was. For some reason, I can't figure it out. But, anyway, there's probably like 5 comments already by now saying whether it was or not. But don't look at the comments, because it'll probably spoil the game. Everyone always freaks out about comments spoiling the game. Not really too much you can do about it, though. Anyway, so he's gone for sorry, a 12 hatchery build, getting a spawning pool down, getting gas. It looks like he might be going for a 2 hatch build at this point, just kind of another 2 hatch spire build or something like that. Oh, I know. It was OSL spoiler, by the way. That was against Fantasy in the OSL round of 8 from a couple days ago. He went for 2 hatch Muta and Lurkers at the same time, and then the mines caught. I think it was By Hero versus someone. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I'm so sorry that I can't remember what game that was. But anyway, someone went for. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Luxury. He went for Muta and then Lurkers at the same time, and then they went and it was really weird. Yeah, it must have been Luxury versus Leta because I remember commentating it. Now I've wasted a lot of time remembering. But anyway, there were spider mines out, and so the spider mines killed the Lurkers, and it was all just craziness. But eventually, just with some crazy harassment. I don't know if you guys are seeing some weird stuff on the screen. Just the screen effects going weird, but sorry about that. It's cleared up. Anyway, it was pretty crazy. He just went in with a bunch of mutalisks, and he used lurkers to kill the temples in the back. It was ridiculous. And it looks like we just saw a den down there, so it is going to be 2 hatched lurkers right now, unless he tries to do something tricky again and goes for a spire also. But again, not this is not standard play again. He's not going to go for. And I mean, 2 hatch stuff they're good builds. They're not exactly cheese because they can be kind of normal builds. But anyway, I wish we could see a nice game with Luxury just going 3 hatch Muta into lurkers. Why can't we just see a normal game like that and see what he's capable of there? Anyways, he is killing off those temples there, using the map to his advantage here. So, and sometimes that's also just to against Protoss at least, it's just to get them distracted and try and make them make defense over there, even if they don't intend to go in there. But well, I don't know. I mean, if he's going to go in with lurkers, then there's no reason to do this actually, because the lurkers can kill all the temples as fast as those links can kill them individually once they get out, and then it doesn't make a lot of sense because it's just going to force him to put defense up there and be wary that he might be going up there. So it's a little bit strange that he's going to be breaking down these temples now. Although Leta is not responding to it, he's not doing anything. First 2 lurkers are already out, but Leta is putting a bunker up at his expansion there. His natural expansion. As front, a bunch of links coming in. Oh, I don't think they knew that Marine group was there. Luckily, they started to engage for a second there, and then he fell back before taking too many losses there. 4 lurkers are now out. Comsat going down on the main base, and it's funny because Leta, he saw the den before in Game 5 of their series, and then he didn't Comsat because he wanted to save that Comsat for the lurkers. And that cost him. He didn't see the spire in time. This time, well, it's too late for him to scout it anyways. But this time, there's no spire. There's nothing else to look for, and so it actually was a waste of a comm set that he could have used on the lurkers. Anyways, here you can see lurkers breaking down the temples over there. Leta just posturing. He's got a nice front door for anti-lurkers. Actually, he's got a turret going up and 2 bunkers. So that's going to be pretty decent defense against those lurkers. But again, he's going to have to worry about this back door here. And Luxury is breaking down his temples. He's going to be through in a couple minutes. SCV breaking through for a scout. Oh,